up on San Quentin. These lot are looking to get executed. The state of California said these lot don't deserve life, proper scumbags, and they're not worth anything at all. And these are the types of conditions that they're living in. This is, this is where they go and exercise. Look where they're going to exercise. Treat like dogs, like animals, the animals that they are. Before they get put down, lethal injection, poisonous cocktail, all up in the bloodstream. That's what these lot are getting. So, I don't know what this guy's smiling for. W. Ford, what are you grinning for? Wayne A. Ford, 54 years old, number of victims 4. He did it in 1997. Ford, a former long-haul truck driver, murdered 3 prostitutes and a hitchhiker, strangling them during sex and cutting off body parts. He turned himself in years later with the breast of a woman in a bag in his coat pocket. So yeah, obviously he's lost his mind. Look at him, you can just tell, grinning at the camera like, yeah. He turned up at the police station with the woman's breast in his pocket years later. So what, where did you keep it? What, in the freezer? Disgusting. Melvin E. Fort, 66 years old, number of victims 2, did it in 1981. He's been on death row for 10 years and 9 months. Ages. Forte in 1981 gunned down a German tourist, and a year later shot down a woman and killed her fiancé. He was in prison when the cases were solved 3 decades later based on DNA found on the ring of the deceased tourist. Okay, lucky they kept that ring in it. They could have, yeah, lucky. Look at him. He's got nothing at all to look forward to. He's got a long time to wait till his execution as well, because there's plenty of people in the queue before him. Richard D. Foster, 69 years old. He's looking upset, confused, depressed, all of them emotions, no positive ones. Number of victims 1. Crime committed in 1991. Foster had a pattern of finding women alone and then returning to rob them. So he had a little routine. Oh yeah, that one's gonna go that time at that place at that time, and yeah, I'm gonna come from this way and that. And he fatally stabbed a woman working in the minister's office of a church. God's not on your side. You're gonna have to answer to God, you see, when about killing church people. Are you mad? Ricky L. Fowler, 35, number of victims 5. 5 of them, Look at the shape of his head as well. That's it. You can tell. Look at the top right side of his head. It's as if someone took a golf club to it. It's as if people have been pulling on his ears as well. He's had some trauma, head trauma. Fowler set the old fire that burned 93,000 acres in the San Bernardino Mountains, destroying 1,000 structures, causing the heart attack deaths of 5 men. What? What? That's insane. Okay, so you set the fire, yeah, but how can they pin them heart attacks on that fire? That's a bit mad. They just want to do you because you cause so much damage. So much damage. So yeah, Lonnie Franklin, 64 years old. You've got 10 victims. Look at you with 10 victims. Serial killer, proper serial killer, this guy. Pretty sure I've seen a documentary on him. Pretty sure I've seen a documentary on this fool. So yeah, Franklin, dubbed the Grim Sleeper because of an apartment break in his killings. Because of an apparent break in his killings, yeah, that's it. 9 women and a teenage girl from 1985 to 2007. That's what ages, that's how many decades? Detectives believe that he may have killed at least 25 women. So what, they don't know the true amount. He targeted women who were drug addicts or prostitutes and often dumped their naked bodies along the roads or in the trash. So hopefully, when he's dead, they don't give him no grave. They just dump him somewhere, bury him somewhere. Not even bury him, just fling him at the side of the road or something, honestly. Leave him to the crows, innit? Crows peck at his body. Robert W. Frazier, 52, number of victims 1. He did it in 2003, He's got sentenced on the 15th of December 2006, so he's been on death row for 15 years and 2 months. Frazier, a drifter from Indiana, attacked a woman on a walking trail, raped and killed her. One of them guys in it, do you know, one of them monsters in the or the women don't feel safe because they can't go alone places and like walk from here to there because of people like you. Honestly, how many more of the people like you out there in it? Travis J. Fraser, 34 years old, with his egghead. Number of victims, 1. In prison for murder, Fraser and another inmate who identified themselves as skinheads. I mean, come on, look at him. You don't ever have to say nothing, innit? Stabbed to death a prisoner who had fallen into the disfavour with a white prison gang. Yeah, he didn't do this, he didn't do that, he didn't move that from there to there. He didn't plug that and then move to there and then... So he killed him. You lot are on some madness. A lot. So things that are so small mean so massive to you lot. Idiot, man. Now what? You're in a cell next to Daniel C. Fredrickson, 53 years old. He's got 1 victim as well. He did it in 1996. He's been on death row for 24 years and 2 months. Ages. Fredrickson killed a store manager who refused to turn over cash during a robbery. Hand it over, man, hand it over. No, I'm not handing it over to you. Look at you, little dickhead, man. Fuck off, man. Rah, 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 boom, boom, boom. Do you know what I mean? It don't say how you killed him. But I reckon, you know, with it being Cali, yeah, it was with a gun. Knife crime is minimal out there. Everybody's got guns. Oh my God, look at... Where's he looking? Who's he looking at? You looking at me? Or are you looking at over there? Or are you looking at that guy over there? Jack W. Friend, 59. Why couldn't the cameraman say, listen, just face forward and that? You just... Number of victims, 1. Did it in 1984. Friend stabbed a bartender to death to steal his cash. Desperation moves out there. I mean, what? You where you belong. You've been on death row 29 years and 8 months. You honestly, you proper. Jerry G. Fry, 60 years old, another one on death row who refuses to let the prison barber anywhere near his hair. Number of victims, 2. He's been on death row for 33 years and 5 months, and I don't know where he's getting hold of that head. I think they're giving him hair dye, innit? Camped on a gold mining claim in order to cultivate marijuana. Fry killed an elderly couple living in a cabin nearby in order to steal their cash. Alright, so he's going on like you had like marijuana grows and stuff. You thought, yeah, but then you wanted to steal their cash. So you wasn't balling, was you? You wasn't Keith T. Fudge, you know. Imagine that for a surname, Fudge. Imagine what they say to him in prison with a surname like that, innit? 50 years old, honestly, it looks like he was about 13, 12. Number of victims, 5. He did it in 19